Since Russia invaded Ukraine, thousands of Ukrainian refugees continue to seek safety in the U.S.
First of all, DSHS give our family cash and food stamps. It's very helpful for us now.
Since last year, more than 15,000 families escaped to Washington, which ranks third nationwide for Ukrainian arrivals. Our Peter Choi explains how a local organization and the State Department of Commerce are helping refugees build new lives in Spokane.
Here at Thrive International in downtown Spokane, more than 200 Ukrainian families are living out their hopes and dreams right now. As more families are expected to come from Ukraine in the coming months, families are still facing challenges like finding jobs and housing. Leaving a mother and relatives behind in Ukraine, Mariia Mykhalenko and her husband are now calling Spokane a new home.
It's very surprised, excited and very happy.
She currently lives in a vacant hotel since November last year. She's now desperately looking for a new career in the midst of uncertainty.
In Ukrainian, I was in an accountant, and now I want to try in Spokane. I want to try myself to different career.
Anticipating that we'll see about 1,500 to 2,000 more in the coming year, and those numbers might continue to grow.
The executive director at Thrive International says they used up $1 million from the State Department of Commerce, which allowed them to give cash and rooms for 200 families. However, more funding is still in need for a growing population of Ukrainian families.
Right now, we've been in active conversation with our state representatives and senators over in Olympia as they're working on next year's budget. We have told them that we have needs and we would love if we could get some additional funding through the state budget.
He says they're also working to get access to affordable housing for families.
As you know, the Spokane County is facing some of the housing unit challenges here. And are you guys planning more funding for those as well as more refugees are coming in?
Currently, Commerce is funding $2 million in emergency assistance this year, and the governor's proposing an increase to $5 million next year and the year after to support short-term emergency services for Ukrainian and other refugees who are arriving.
Another challenge remains uncertainty over a legal status in the U.S.
We would hope that the government of the U.S. would allow for the folks who really need to stay here and reestablish their lives to have a permanent pathway to become residents and ultimately citizens in the U.S.
In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.